Bassheads, good morning. Working on some stuff for our New Orleans funk exploration. 30 days we're doing New Orleans funk over at Groove School. You can get your 7-day trial at Groove School, tedtalksbass.com. Click the Groove School link where we're examining, exploring all these great bass lines out of the city of New Orleans, fills, etc. If we haven't met yet, my name is Ted and I talk bass. I grew up in New Orleans. I spent about eight years in the bass chair with 𝗚𝗍𝗦𝗍𝗘 𝗦𝗰𝗵𝗵𝗍, which I call Funk University. And I want to talk a little bit briefly about a tune called Cordova by the Meters. And I call this tune a little bit of a tongue twister, okay? And I'll show you why. And this is, I was working with somebody the other day, and I know that this motion that I'm gonna show you with my fingers is a little bit, can be a little bit tricky. So the groove looks like this. Let's talk about it. If you're new here, I got this thing where I like to go boom, boom, like that. Watch it. Bam. Fingers will lay out and in the lower positions. We have a 1, 2, 4 fingering. All right. We're in the key of C. Same key, sissy strut. And this very common, familiar, minor pentatonic language, vocabulary, shapes, all of that are in this as well. Now I'm going to show you something in a second. Let's look at the mechanics and why I've seen this trip people up. For this particular groove, I'm going from the root to the 5. That's the first part. But if I try to do that, this isn't, it works for some people. Doesn't really work for me. And by work for me, I mean going from my pinky. Why would I even try that? Because this finger is longer. And it's already there. That's why I'd be saying that these two fingers really often work in concert. So we got root, 5, root, 5, and then the flat 7. What do I mean? I mean that we're visualizing our C minor pentatonic. That's the note. All right? So root, everything is centering around that. Why did I laugh? Because when we're building the skill, we have to stop, right? But we got to get to a point where we can train ourselves to notice a mistake and keep going. I'm not saying that we don't fix it later, but, you know, just like life. Laugh that thing off, shrug your shoulders, take a mental note, and when you know better, you do better. Most of the time. If you're anything like me, you got some lessons you got to learn 3-4 times. But anyway, so there's that shape. And then I can move that somewhere else, right? In the same range. Or Now, what I'm sharing with the bass heads over at Groove School is that the metronome. The metronome is just the governor. That does not change, right? The metronome is, when we think about time, what do we know about time? This could be so esoteric, right? And don't get me to be Albert Einstein here. I'm just telling you what I think. Time moves forward. Okay? Time moves forward, but we can't see time. We can't see it. We can see the effects of time, but we cannot visualize time as it moves forward. The metronome, we can't hear it either, but the metronome allows us to hear time. Now, I'm going to think about that a little bit, but I feel strongly about what I just said, at least now. I am not, my brain still, this is my opinion. Like I say all the time, this is not the way, but it is a way. Okay? So time is moving forward. The metronome gives us a way to visualize or hear time. Feel is how you perform within that time. Are you playing ahead of the beat, on the beat, behind the beat? And this may be an advanced concept to some. We could intellectualize this all day. We're not going to. All right. I naturally play behind the beat. Not much. And also, while I'm here thinking about this, playing behind the beat does not mean that the tempo changes, right? As I was telling my bass heads, is that, I've played with drummers who are like exploring some of these more urban styles. And when they're trying to play behind the beat, what happens is they wind up slowing down the tempo. The tempo doesn't change. The tempo does not change. Where you play in relationship to that steady pulse is what gives it the feel. So I'm going to play the metronome. I'm using Songmaster. As always, many of my bass heads have Songmaster. If you don't have Songmaster, it'll be linked below. Here's our tempo. I click. Oops, sorry. Let's bring George in and see where George is playing in relationship to the click. That metronome hasn't changed. That metronome hasn't changed. Again, this is also characteristic of a lot of funk from New Orleans in that era. Just, well, I'm gonna speak specifically to New Orleans. If you've ever been to New Orleans, we say laissez les bon temps rouler, let the good times roll. They call it the Big Easy, the city that care forgot. People talk a little bit slower. Baby, say love, let me holler at you. It's hot. It's swampy down here. And I believe that styles, people, we play how we are. That's a story for another time. But now I'm going to take George out. And I'm going to rock myself. All right? Bring it all the way back here. Songmaster is out in version 5 now, by the way. So the stem separation is a lot better. I will also say, again, my bass heads know I had to go get some blood work done this morning. So you know how they make you fast? So I haven't really eaten. I had like one of those cinnamon pull apart things from Starbucks, but I need to like eat some food. I say all that to say that I don't love my feel this morning. I'm aware that I ain't all there like I want, like I'm, like I am sometimes. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Weird. But I'm aware of that. I'm gonna put on the drums now. And then I'm gonna get off of here. If you want to deep dive into New Orleans funk, you have to go over to Groove School, get your 7-day free trial. Let me say this. Everything over in Groove School is not absolute ground floor beginner. There is some material over there, but the value in Groove School is the community and the live calls. I do a live call every week. If you miss a live call, it's recorded. And it's a place I call it office hours. It's a place for you to come, ask questions, etc. Okay? So here we go. We're gonna add Mr. 𝗚𝗍𝗓𝗚. Whoopsies. Get the loop point set right. Come on. I'm only playing the A section. You see the connection? Two different songs, same ingredients. Right? Same ingredients. Now, I want to show you my right hand here. The right hand is always relaxed. Okay, there are two playlists on the homepage of this channel. One is focused on rhythm. The other one is focused on basics, beginner basics. But don't let the word beginner frighten you or turn you off or whatever. Because there's some stuff in there that I talk about the mechanics of holding and playing the bass. A lot of folks are out there, you know, you bought that, you know, $500, $600, $700, $800, $1,000, $1,500 bass, right? And then every time you pick it up, you got to relearn how to hold it. Or you bought that $1,500 bass and then you figured, oh, I'm going to go buy another $1,500 bass. Well, you're not really playing the one you already bought, right? You do what you want with your money. But in those videos, I talked about this concept, right? All right. You know, I need to go eat some real food. Some real food. Anyway, I hope that this has been helpful. I know for someone it has. Again, we're on day 11 over at Groove School. All New Orleans funk. All New Orleans funk. Now you can get it from a true practitioner of said genre. Groove School. You can find that by going to tedtalksbass.com, clicking on the Groove School link. All right. We do things a little bit differently around there. You will not find tab. We do not do tab, and I don't transcribe anything for you because I don't think it works personally, right? We got a live call every week. There's a video library, and you get me for better or worse. It ain't rocket science. It's pocket science. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.